a video released that showed a 60-year-old lady being taunted and mocked by teenagers to the point of tears was terrible. It was just plain out terrible. But also, the laws that this incident may create from it is also terrible. I have nothing against Karen Klein, but if you can't handle your own job of being a bus monitor, which a bus monitor needs to punish and correct children, and at this time, Karen Klein was supposed to have authority, and she didn't use it, she should not be a bus monitor. She needs to learn to correct people and to punish them. Give them a detention or something. You correct them and punish them and put them in line. This is what a bus monitor is supposed to do. Now, state schools shouldn't even exist, but if you believe that they should, and if they do exist at this time, then you have to correct them. But if you believe that they should exist, if state schools should exist, government schools, then this school cannot kick those kids off their bus like they did. They kicked these kids off of their bus. They can no longer use the bus. These kids cannot be forced to go to a government school and not to have a government way of transportation to go to the school. This is a complete messed up thing for public schools to do. This is what they usually do. Public schools should be called what they are, indoctrination centers. Indoctrination centers are mandatory by force of government. And then this is another messed up thing with indoctrination centers. If you get in trouble, they free you. Really. Being freed from a teenager prison is supposed to be a punishment. Of course, it doesn't look good to people who see government propaganda as education, but I am sure this is the reason most kids do, quote, bad, end quote, things. They do them to be freed from prison. Now, the laws that will come from this incident with Karen Klein will most likely completely murder students' free speech, and will then make it so more people can easily be freed from a prison to brainwash them. How great. This is actually pretty good, actually. If you want to think about it, when you understand government propaganda from an indoctrination center is not education from a school. You have to separate the two. You have to understand this to see the clarification of good and evil. Being freed from prison is good if you should never be in prison in the first place. If you're forced in prison for just your age, I think it's pretty good to be freed because you did something, quote, bad, end quote. I hope this incident will at least wake up some people to the fact that schools suck, and that privatizing schools would make students care more and would raise their grades and enthusiasm. Government schools should be shut down and should be privatized. This is Brandon Emmel of Lemon Global. Bye.